We want to get right back to our 10 at 10 and story number 4. Those annoying robocalls are only getting worse despite federal legislation to crack down on them. Just last month, Americans were pestered by nearly 5 billion robocalls. On your side's Christine Lazar shows us why it's happening and what we can actually do to stop them.
We saw robocalls increase 15% from February to March, according to robocall blocking app Umail. I sat down with the CEO to talk about who's making these robocalls and how scammers are getting around the recent laws made to stop them.
The same calls keep coming in about your car's warranty.
We all get them. So we're talking about robocalls.
Hey, I actually just got one.
And we all get annoyed by them.
They're absolutely the worst. And you can play around and not answer them. You know, you try to gauge if this is a legit call or not. You can report them, but they still keep coming in.
Americans received 4.9 billion robocalls in March. After staying flat for most of the year, robocalls are once again on the rise.
The thing is, that was where we were in November of 2019. So after more than 3 years, it's same as it ever was.
And that's especially concerning because the federal government passed sweeping legislation called Stir Shaken in 2019 to crack down on pesky and costly spam calls. The regulations required carriers to authenticate caller ID. But the CEO of the robocall blocking app Umail, Alex Quilici, says it stopped call spoofing, but not scamming.
Well, the bad guys went and got a bunch of real numbers. And it turns out that having a real number when you do a scam is really good.
The feds have recently shut down more than 300 robocall campaigns.
So they've shut down the car warranty campaign. They've shut down a bunch of student loan campaigns.
But new bad actors keep popping up. Quilici says telemarketing has increased since the pandemic.
So it looks like a lot of folks that maybe laid low during COVID, didn't try to market their products as much, are now calling more. Now they're supposed to have consent.
So what can be done to end these robocalls? Quilici says every consumer needs to protect themselves by using a robocall blocking app, even if it's only the free version.
But the other thing that has to happen is more effort on the origination side when calls are being made. The carriers have to figure out which customers are generating these calls and shut them off.
Quilici says the smaller carriers are less inclined to crack down on robocalls because they make money off of those calls.
They're not looking the other way, but they're not looking with a microscope. They're just seeing the elephant run through, but not all the squirrels behind it.
KCAL 9 is now KCAL News.
CBS News Los Angeles, your local news, streaming wherever, whenever.